Hello, my name is Joanne. This is Mickey. And I should probably take this shirt off. Is it hot for you? It's very warm here in Southern California today, which I'm very grateful for. I am not one who is made for the cold. I definitely believe God put me in Southern California where it's mostly warm for a reason. I have psoriasis. That's something that's going to bother you. I don't know. I'm sorry. Can't. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not able to do anything about it at this moment. So, pretty in pink plaques. Anyway, it's been a minute since I tried doing videos. I'm still a fan of the idea of like having like little vlogs. As I said a gazillion years ago, our family never really had any family recordings or anything like that. We don't have a camcorder, so we don't have anything to kind of preserve family memories like that. And I do still believe that one of the blessings of the internet is to be able to do that. Censorship aside and everything. So yeah, anyway, this is something I've wanted to do like all month. I wanted to do it earlier in the month. I never got around to it, and so here we are. Hopefully I have a little bit of time before family comes back though, so I can do this and not feel shy. So this is kind of like goals, what I accomplished hobby wise in January, and what I'd like to do going forward in February. So let's talk about it. First off, I have my Switch and my DS here. I've been gaming a lot. Within the last year, I gamed a lot on my Switch. I played a lot of Overwatch. I have not played that much Overwatch in like years. Played a lot of Overwatch. I would love to be able to get out of Silver like 3 and 4 as a support. That'd be great. I should probably try playing tank and DPS more. I just find I enjoy playing support the most. So that's why I tend to go to support the most often. But I am hard stuck. So if anybody would like to be my friend on console gaming and get me out of Silver 4, Silver 3, that'd be great. Right, Mickey? I also just started playing Fortnite. The K-pop Demon Hunters collaboration finally did me in. Right, Mickey? Finally did me in. And so I do enjoy playing Fortnite when I play. I try to play a lot with my boyfie. So that's been fun. And I've been able to play with some of his like friends because he plays Fortnite pretty regularly, so that's been fun. But yeah, and I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. So I finally got through most of Arceus. I'm going to say Arceus from now on though. I do know it's supposed to be Arceus. I hate that pronunciation, so I'm saying Arceus. I played most of Arceus. I got to like the end of the main storyline, and then I couldn't continue because I had not caught all the Pokemon, and that kind of grinds my gears because I have never ever in any of the Pokemon games caught all the Pokemon. Like that's never been. Like maybe I should go back and do that. I don't know if there are like secret endings or something. If you do, but I've never been interested in doing that. Ash got to go through his journeys without catching all the Pokemon, so why do I have to do that? Anyway, obviously it's part of the game, because at the beginning it does say like meet all the Pokemon or whatever. I want to say I have like 65-ish more Pokemon to catch. I did go through the process of sorry, got a notification. Let's go on silent. I did go through the process of writing all the Pokemon down, and so I've been kind of marking them off, and I wrote down like where you can find them. So At some point I might get back to that, but at this point I don't care. So I moved back to Sword, which is another game that I never actually played through. I know, like, from Moon on, like, I had bought the games, like the main games that I know of, but I did not play them. So I need to find Moon so I can play it on here. And I know, like, what, like, I had a console box, protecting box, whatever, travel box. I just don't know where that is. Hoarder problems. Anyway, so I need to find Moon so I can do that. But for now, I'm playing through Sword. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. And that's how I felt for Violet. I played through Violet earlier, like end of last year. And I was obsessed. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I missed out on a lot, I feel like, because I was such a hater for a hot minute. So, playing through Sword, really excited for the rumors that I'm hearing and seeing for the next generation, being set in, like, Southeast Asia, like, it looks like Indonesia, Cambodia type, island situation, which is really exciting. Yeah, so I have gotten all of my badges on Sword, and I'm on the, like, Legends path, whatever, to go beat Leon. I always did think Leon was very, and he still is, so that's great. On here, I am playing through X, Pokemon X, because I decided I would not buy or try to play ZA until I replay X, because I know that, like, there's a lot of lore going on in some of the streams that I did see before I scrolled away. I saw that really tall dude whose name I don't even remember, from Pokemon X, and, like, the main setting is Lumio City, which is in X. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm playing through that very slowly just because I'm more focused on playing Sword. And then next month being, like, Pokemon month, Pokemon Celebration is, I think, like, the 27th or something. I'm either going to play through Pokemon Yellow, which I have on here, or Crystal, which I have on here. Probably Crystal, because Crystal is, like, cemented in my heart as my favorite Pokemon game, and I need to replay it to see if that's still true. But also, like, being Pokemon month, I might need to just play both. I don't know. We'll see. So that's where I'm at gaming wise. I'm gonna put these bad boys away. So yeah, again, if somebody wants to be my friend on Overwatch console and carry me out of silver, I would be forever indebted to you. Let's talk about books, because I'm surrounded by books. Last year was a pretty dismal year as, like, a reader. I don't even know if I actually finished any books last year. I started a lot, and I read a lot of, like, articles and, like, stuff, you know, whatever, blog posts, but, like, are you even a real reader if you don't, whatever. I did not finish any books to my knowledge last year. But I'm happy to admit and to say that I finished 4 books in January. And admittedly, 3 of them were finishing books that I had already been reading, but that's not the point. Not the point. The first book was this one, Loneliest Girl in the Universe. I'm so sorry if I sound congested. I was just attacked before recording by, like, it was like I had allergies. I don't have allergies, though. I'm thankful for, but anyway, that's why my nose is red. That's why I sound congested. I apologize. Anyway, Loneliest Girl in the Universe. I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It took me a long time, so it doesn't sound like I enjoyed this book. I think Storygraph said I started it in, like, 2023. Or 2022 or something awful like that. And so it's not that I didn't enjoy it. I think the problem was that like I enjoyed it, but not enough to like continually reach for it. If I had, like, I had picked it up like 4, maybe 5 times, and I think if I had enjoyed it more, I would have done that consecutively, and it would have been done in like 5 days, right? So all of that to say, it was a good book though. I really enjoyed it. This is a great little YA. Yeah, a solid 3.5. It was really good. It was really good. The last like 100 pages, like for sure, like zoomed. So that was great. The second book that I finished was not this one that I just pulled down, but it was called, what is it? It's the John Scalzi, Old Man's War. I did that through audiobook, and it was great. I know I had started it way back when I discovered like BookTube and everything. And I don't think I ever finished it. I know I didn't finish it, right? But I don't remember how far I got. So anyway, I picked it back up again, and I read it again, and it was great. So I had the opportunity of actually like seeing John Scalzi in person. He was at a bookshop in San Diego when I was down there last year with my friend, and they were gracious enough to go with me, even though they didn't know who John was. They went with me, and even though this isn't the book that he was promoting the most recent book in the Old Man's War series. But because I had not read any of those books, and this one just caught my eye. When the moon hits your eye, and like the moon is cheese. How could I not, right? Anyway, so I have a picture with John, and he's holding a derpy photo card holder because he talked about enjoying K-pop Demon Hunters, and he called Yoongi Jinu, which, like, he kind of is Jinu. He's the Jinu to my Rumi. I'm not Rumi at all. Anyway, all that to say, it was great. I checked out book 2. I just need to start that. I have not started it, though, because of another book that I have checked out that I really, like, I need to push myself to finish it, because I know I won't if I don't push myself. We'll talk about that in a minute. The third book that I finished was called I think it's called Rainbow Forest. That's awful. I don't remember what it's called. I'll put a picture because I did take a picture of it finished so I could post it on Instagram. But yeah, I guess that's how memorable it was. No, it was a good book. It was a really good book. Great YA. Again, it took me like a year and a half to finish. Rainfall Market, that's what it's called. It's called Rainfall Market. And it was an audiobook, and I read it by audiobook through the library, which is another reason why it took a long time. Because it's good, and it has a long wait, which is great. I love that. So, anyway, it took me a while to read. It was solid, like 3.75, I think I gave it. Because it was good. It was really good. And I definitely recommend it if you feel stuck and you feel like life is not what you want. Okay, my phone is already running out of storage. Another reason why I always hesitate to do this, but whatever. I don't remember what I had been saying about the book. I would definitely check it out. My last book that I finished was On Skein of Death, which was my workbook, and I had been carrying it around for so long, like 2 years, as like my workbook, and I would take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in, whatever. Finally restarted it in December, and I finished it yesterday. And very cozy, cute read. Excuse me. Again, like 3.75. It was a good work read for sure. Super cozy. We love cozy mysteries. Turn around, Mickey. Good boy. Yeah. All right. So the book that I want to finish before I start book 2 in the Old Man's War series is this one, because I want to reread the Hunger Games trilogy, But of course, there are 2 prequels out now, which I'm like, I need to read them. This is great so far. Suzanne is a genius, and you know, like, she has been incorporating some of the things that I do remember from the main trilogy into this, and I know there will be even more in the next one. But you know, if you don't know, this is about President Snow, and if you don't know who President Snow is because you didn't read or watch the Hunger Games, President Snow is the tyrant leader of the Capitol in the Hunger Games trilogy. So this is like his story. And it's one of those things where I do love a villain's story, but because it hits a little close to home at the moment, it's also like I have a lot of feelings and thoughts about that. But it's fantastically written. I'm listening to it as an audiobook to help encourage me to not only listen but also craft, and so that's the book that I want to get through. I have a couple other books checked out through Libby and Hoopla. But yeah, this is the main one that I kind of want to focus on trying to finish this month, to finish out the month. You know, so that I finish it, you know. And then the book that I already started, but I would like to finish for February, is this one. I had started it last year. I want to say like October, November. And it's cute. And look at this adorable keychain that my acquaintance Peach made. Hopefully I remember to put their shop below. They make a gorgeous like jewelry. I'm just gonna link their shop. Please check it out. Anyways, yeah, this is a cute book. Austen is always a win. And yeah, like a great book for February, right? Cutesy vibes. I am in a BTS book club, and the read that they chose for or voted on for February is Uprooted. I've had this book for a long time. I did check the other day. Okay, so copyright is 2015. I don't think I've had it quite that long. I've had it since like 2017. So I've had it a very long time. Never opened it, haven't gone to reading it. I'm glad that I remembered where it was. And I'm excited. I'm excited. So I need to finish that for February for book club. And then I've been feeling a lot of feelings about the state of our country and the world, especially my country. And so I went to Barnes & Noble the other day and I bought these 3. I'm not exactly planning to reread Diary of Anne Frank right now, but I felt like I should get it. I feel like a lot of these books that are being banned need to be bought like now before censorship gets crazy. And I also bought these 2. This at the suggestion of Monty, who is a ex-evangelical content creator, which she still very much believes in the Bible and the strength of the scripture when used correctly and read, you know. Yeah, I'm very grateful for her and her sharing her deconstruction. My goal is to read a couple pages a day or like a chapter every other day. Because I have to be realistic with myself. I know this is going to be a heavy read, a hard read, but I can't not be reading, and like this information is important, right? So I want to do that. A couple pages every day or every other day, right? And then Rachel Held Evans, may her soul rest in peace, is a great author. I loved the other book that, don't ask me names of books, guys, I'm so sorry, but I did read another book from her and it was fantastic, and it really helped me feel like I am not a lost sheep. But that where I'm at is very valid. and I love Jesus. And so I am going to be looking for literature to work along with scripture to help me rebuild my faith that is currently pretty shattered from the foundation of I love Jesus. Like, that foundation has never wavered, has not broken. I do stand firmly on that foundation, but in the house of sand that was what faith looked like has crumbled. So we need to rebuild that. And so I'm looking forward to reading this. I have also checked out another book on Hoopla from another new to me author. And so, of course, I don't remember the name of the book or the name of the author, but I will hopefully remember to put a screenshot. And I'm looking forward to adding that to a reading habit. And then another book that I would like to incorporate into February is Parable of a Sower. Again, you know, along with these, it's gonna be crazy. I feel like like it's gonna be great. And also it just feels okay. My phone is like, hurry it up, girl. All right, last book. Another book that I have started but want to finish next month is definitely this one. I loved what is the name? Legends of Lattes. Loved that book. It was so good. And again, like cozy. I don't know if this is gonna be a cozy mystery necessarily, but like cozy, you know it's gonna be a good ending, but there's just enough to keep you like interested. Right? So to recap, for February, books that I've already started but want to finish in February. Books that I want to start and finish in February. This one, and then book 2 in the Old Man's War series for sure. And then books that I want to make my way through, not necessarily fast, but like have reading. I want to be reading in these in February. And this one I want to finish before February. It is currently the 29th today, right? January 29th. I should have said that at some point. All right, let's hurry it up, Joanne. Crafting wise. Not yesterday, but the day before. So on Tuesday, I finished Bulbasaur. A friend of mine had bought from Sugar Bee Place a set of 4 Pokemon kits because she wanted to try, and she loves Pokemon as well. And then she tried and she said, it's not for me, Joanne. And I said, I will do them for you. So here they are. I finished Pikachu first, and then Charmander, and then, like I said, Bulbasaur. So exciting. And so I need to start Squirtle. It took me forever to finish Bulbasaur because he was like a trade-off work project. And so I like started him and got pretty far, and then I started putting it in my bag to take to work. But cross stitch is not really a viable option for a work project, just because excuse me, I still need to pay attention a little bit to be able to cross stitch well. So Squirtle will not be a work project, I don't think. It will be a here at home project. And then I also have this. Oh, I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. This one. This is Colorful Stitching, or it will be when I'm done, from the creator Colorfully Sarah. And it's just really cute. Fiber artsy situation will be going on here. Lots of motifs of fiber arts. And I love how the yarn looks. It looks so cute. It's so cute. It's one of those things where, like, when I'm stitching anyway, it's like right here. And you don't see it, but then you look at it far away like, oh yeah, looks great. And last but not least, I'm just going to hold up my fabric. I joined a SAL, or a stitch along, the Cats and Plants SAL from Mainly Stitch. This is the Even Weave. What is it? It's a 32 counts Lugana. I've never stitched on even weave before. And so like here I am trying to like do the gridding, you know, I'm not even confident that this grid is correct, right? So what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is turn it like this and re-grid. And so maybe I'll do that today. Probably tomorrow, actually. Spend the day doing that so that I can get that started. Thankfully, only 3 sections have been published so far, and they're super cute, super small. So I know once I got that started, it'll be pretty quick stitching, and I'm like looking forward to that. And so stitching wise, I need to just contain myself to those. And then knitting wise, I have these socks that have been on the needles 5 ever. It's a, I'm pretty sure it was Nitty Natty who put out the sock pattern. I'm like 99% sure. And it's like it was like Valentine's Day, I think, like a Valentine's pattern. And so I had started them for my mom. Like, look how cute. My mom's foot is literally that small. Adorable, right? So I just need to finish a little bit more of the pattern. And then like spend 3 hours, maybe 4 stitching. And, oh, I didn't even notice that. And then the socks will be done. So before Valentine's Day, that needs to happen. What happened here? Girl, did I scratch myself? Probably. Anyway, I have another pair of socks here that I now know who they're going to go to. So that's exciting because when I started, I had an idea who I wanted to give these to, and now that's changed, and that's totally fine. I am going to need to take off the toe and make it a little bit longer because the recipient's foot is a little bit longer than what I knit. And so I need to do that. And then I have one more pair that I don't know where I put them. But I do need to finish those as well. I would like to finish it before the Lunar New Year so I could gift them to my friend and still consider them Christmas. Maybe just call them a lunar gift, whatever. Either way. But I do want to get those finished. And then I am planning to get some red skeins of yarn for the resistance hats to knit a couple. I do want to send some to Minnesota. So I need to kind of figure that out, like where to send them and stuff. And then make some for me here and a couple of people that I know would wear them. My friend also showed me a pattern for the Liam hats, for that cute little bunny eared hat that little Liam Ramos was wearing. I think his last name was Ramos. I hope so. Little Liam was wearing. And I want to shatter my heart by making one for me. And then I have, again, a couple people that I know would wear them as well, or at least use them and not necessarily wear them all the time. But anyway, because yeah, awful. And that's pretty much it, other than like the hobby stuff. I need to finish my ATI training program so that I can apply for my NCLEX test exam. I should have done that last year, but long story short, I didn't. And I just need to get on that. I just need to do that. Maybe at some point I'll talk about my big all over the place feelings about that, but I don't know, maybe not. Either way, I need to get it done. And so yeah, that's another thing that I need to finish before the end of February. So hopefully these hobby things will help keep my mind clear and help me get that done. And yeah, before my phone freaks out on me again, I have lots of things that I want to do and enjoy, and I love that for me. And honestly, whatever is going to help you survive the horrors right now, like, embrace it, besties, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this might be my picture, honestly. Oh, there goes my nail. That's a bummer. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, let's get it, besties. I don't know. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do for my picture. Oh, maybe I'll just do it like that. Yeah. And then like this. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Until next time, I love you. And I hope I am able to convey the fact that God loves you as well, and that you are not alone. BTS is back, y'all. That's exciting. BTS is back. So that's super exciting as well. And yeah, we just gotta survive together. I love you. God loves you. And like I said, let's survive the horrors together. Okay, bye.